I'm Leigh-Chantelle from VivaLaVegan.net, and today we're going to learn how to do dark eye makeup, sexy eye makeup for your eyes and for your makeup. So I'd like to thank Lara for this idea, and I hope you like the tutorial. Now, the tools of the trade we have today are Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Primer, which I'm going to put on first now. And I've just used my hands for this like I do with everything. I don't like too many gadgets, so just put it on your face like so. Just so that gets your face ready to absorb and keep on the makeup we're about to put on. And then we're going to use a Pure Geisha corrector. We're also going to use Pure Geisha liquid mineral makeup. I've also got some No Mist makeup, and I've got Tallahassee Tan, as well as Beauty Without Cruelty loose powder. And we also have Beauty Without Cruelty blush. I've got Cranberry No. 5 I'm using. And I also have Beauty Without Cruelty eyeshadow duo. So this is Tamarind No. 8 that I'm going to use just as a basic palette for the face for today. Also have Beauty Without Cruelty kohl pencil, soft black one, and for our eyebrows, and we could also use this for the eyes. I've got a Mineral Density 02 from Pure Geisha. Also have Beauty Without Cruelty black waterproof mascara. And just to round things off at the end, I have Lip Tar from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, which make amazing lipstick, and that says vintage on it. That's just a demo model. And all of those things today we're going to use to make our dark eye and sexy eye makeup. So let's get cracking. First thing we're going to do is use this corrector from Pure Geisha, and I just dab a bit wherever you need it. So like say put just a bit under your eyes like so, if you've got a few bags, or just even to do it. Now Pure Geisha, and some where you have a little few blemishes, things like that. Pure Geisha I've only just found out recently are not going to be operating for much longer, which is very devastating for me because this was my favourite brand, has been for quite a while, so it's a bit upsetting, but I'm sure we'll get over it. If you make makeup, or you know someone that does, and you want me to try out some of your products, just get in contact with me because I'd love that. And now we're going to use the Pure Geisha liquid makeup, and this is the Gemma one. And we're just going to put on makeup like so. And what you do, you're just pressing the makeup into your pores, and then you just making sure it goes right into the pores. So this does use quite a bit more makeup than just say a quick way that I would do it if I wanted to leave the house in 5 minutes and I just wanted to put a bit of makeup on before I went. Then I just put some on my hands and rub it on like I did with the primer. But this way we're actually, this is like more professional makeup, and makeup you could get for photos, if you have weddings, just any like if you're going out especially too and you're going to be dancing and you don't want to sweat all your makeup off. This just makes sure it gets into every single pore that you have. And yes, it does take a while and it does use a lot more makeup than the other way, but at least you know it'll be on your face all night and you will look your best at all times, which is good. And this is another Pure Geisha makeup product that I won't be able to get anymore, but there's quite a few other options for vegan makeup that you can get online. Veganstore.com, Pangea Vegan Store in the States, they have quite a few good options for makeup. And I just did a blog recently actually about all the vegan online and retail stores that we have in Australia. I think we've got about 10 or 11 at the moment, which is pretty good. There's been Cruelty Free Shop, which has been going for over 10 years, and we also have Vegan Perfection, and they're both run by friends of mine, so I'm a bit biased, but they have been going, yeah, both for over 10 years. And now we've got a heap more on the market, which is really good to see. Obviously there's a market for it. But you know, with all businesses, they do take a while to build up, and you have to work out what you're selling that's different than the others too. So yeah, we're making sure we've got all the makeup in here and blend it into your neck too, so you're not one of those people that walks around with an orange face or a darker face than the rest of you. And just make sure everything's rubbed in too. I do things a bit haphazardly and rushed at times. Make sure it's all blended in. Also to your hairline, to your ears. Use your fingers too. And another way you can make sure it's all blended in is just get a bit more makeup and put it on as well. Now I think today what I'm going to do is put a bit of this Tallahassee tan on my cheekbones, just a bit under here, just to give a bit of definition, bit of extra definition. So I'm also going to use blush. You don't have to do this, but it's pretty good if you're going out to a nightclub or going out dancing. So I'm just putting it up where your cheekbones are, and just work up. And don't worry if you have a bit too much, which I always like to put a bit too much on, because we're going to put powder on just afterwards. And I always like to put a bit here and a bit here on the neckline as well. Okay, and then we've got the Beauty Without Cruelty loose powder, and I just have one of these brushes that I've had for years. You can get some really good vegan brushes too nowadays. And we're just getting some on the brush, and we're just going to put it in and sort of smudge it around also, so that it's going onto the pores, and making sure it is on all the pores. I'm just banging the brush. This does also use quite a bit of powder, and you can get powder all over your room or the bathroom or wherever you put on your makeup. And you can also use those the little things that come in with it, and you could just put the powder on that way if you like. But I feel that the brush works best, because then you can get it into all the pores that you need to, and just rub it around. Once you've got it into the pores, rub it around like so. Bring it down into your neck also, remember, and just make sure it goes right into the top like that. Now next part we're going to do is put blusher on. So make sure if you're using the same brush, you just get a heap of that powder that we just used before from your blush brush. And then I'm going to use this Camberry No. 5 from Beauty Without Cruelty. And I'm just sort of going to bring the brush together a bit like so, just dab it on here, and then you're looking for the apples of your cheeks here. So we're going to just focus on those areas. And you put as much or as little blush on here as you like. And just keep putting it on if you need more than you're getting. So okay, like so. Now what I'm going to use today is just the basic, this is just a normal sort of natural sort of eyeshadow too. So it's the Tamarind 8 from Beauty Without Cruelty, and there's two different colours on this. It's been travelling with me, so it's got a bit loose and scrambled up, but it still works, so still use it. I'm using the one on the left first, which is a lighter one, and I'm just putting it on the eye like so. And I'm going to go right up to my eyebrow with it. And then I'm going to put it underneath here too. Now sometimes I like to do light in here and then dark on the edges, or you can do like I've done here, dark and then we're going to do light on the edges. So it's just a little, it's more sort of gold, and I'm just going to put that on the edges. And you can blend it in a bit with what you used to put your makeup on before. Now that's just a pretty basic way of putting just, you know, a natural sort of colour onto your eyelids. And then we're going to follow that with just a bit of kohl pencil, or you can also have eyeliner, and you can use liquid or you can use pencil. Now I find pencil much easier because I like to smudge and blend things in quite a bit. So we'll just go from this so first, and I just normally like to grab the eyelid like this and then just do it right at the tip of where your eyelashes go. And go up a bit too. And then if you grab that eyelash, the eyelashes, and just go pull it down and go right at the tip of those eyelashes as well, just like we did at the bottom, but we're now doing it at the top. And then you can just tidy it up a bit if you need to or want to. Now that's sort of a basic way of just drawing more attention to your eyes, and you can do, and also make sure you do the other side. If you just need a bit on your eyes before you go out, you could just do a bit on the side here, just say like a couple of centimeters in on the side and even on the top. It's just something simple that you can do that doesn't take too long, and that could look good as well. And we're just doing the top now. And make sure you've got a sharp a pencil sharpener too, so that you can sharpen the pencil if you need to. And then I just like to, and I've got always have a washer with me too, so I can wash my hands or whatever when I'm doing makeup. And then you can just blend. So we're just going over and just making sure the liner is level. Now this is pretty simple what you could do, and you just need to do your eyebrows and some mascara if you wanted to just do a basic sort of natural type look for going out. But what we're going to do now is do the eyes to look really dark. So this is probably about the darkest that I like my eyes to go, except if I'm wearing like full on blue or purple or a colour makeup, and then that'll be on the eyelids more than the actual eyeliner. So what I might do first is we're just going to use the pencil to build up what we've already got here. So where you had done like this before, just focus outside of where the pencil went. So maybe a couple of millimeters outside of where the pencil was, we're going to start and focus on, and just go out. So how I had it before is how I probably would only go that dark with my eyeliner, but because we want to do the darker eyeliner, we're going to do it darker, and then also do that on the top. So where you were before, we just think we're going to add a couple more millimeters onto the top of that. And about this time you probably need to sharpen your pencil, because we need to make sure on top that it is quite level. And then it's always good to like pull your eye up here, and then we're going to do like a little sort of flick at the end. if you like. You don't have to do that. It's very European, and actually in Australia, a lot of girls don't really like to do full on makeup like that. And we're just going to make sure all the black that we've done is just all shaded in. If you have any black eyeshadows or anything like that, this might also be good to use it instead of the eyeliner that we're using for this. It's just good just to have your brushes and use that instead. I normally have all light and bright colours of eyeshadows, so I don't really have black at all. I do have some like dark blue and silver and things like that. I might try that. And you can go right up to where your tear ducts are as well. Put some black there. So I have this colour, this mineral density that I use for my eyebrows, and I'm just going to see how that goes with my other eye, because you could also use this for instead of the eyeliner. And we just want to be making sure that we add an extra bit to the bottom and just smudge it when you can. So this actually, it's going to work okay, but it's going to be a bit lighter. So if you wanted something that's quite dark, might not work as well. And do the top as well. I feel it's easier for me if I'm using a brush or my fingers or something, so I can actually blend it in a bit more than I can with a brush. I feel I'm a bit, I don't know, it feels like I don't have as much control over brushes than I do over a pencil or or just using your finger. But you know, whatever works for you. So yeah, I'm just putting that across there. Make sure it's all at exactly the right place that you want it to go. So if you have a look at the difference between those two, so you've got the one here with the eye pencil, and you've got the one here with like what I would use for my eyebrows. I think I much prefer the eye pencil, but that's me. And also keep in mind that's more of a brown that I'm using rather than a black. So if you have black eyeshadow, that would be really good to use there. And while we're at it, we'll do the eyebrows next. So just brush the eyebrows where you'd like them to go, and then I'm going to put the mineral density on here, and just focus on going, that first bit here, focus on going up and then just down. And we can always smudge this off. If it's a bit too black or too dark, you can always sort of smudge it in, so don't freak out too much about that. Freaking out never helps anyone. So up and then down. You want to put more focus on the first bits closest here rather than you do on these bits coming down. So then when you've put that on, we'll just get the brush back, and we're just going to brush up and just make sure it sort of all blends in a bit. And you can also put the foundation powder that you put in and just sort of pat it down a bit there, so it's not really that full on either. Now I think I much prefer this one, so I'm going to just quickly do that to the other side. If I find my pencil, here it is. And I'm just going to quickly do that over here on top of the other version that we did. And if you really want to have more darker than what you've got, just keep adding more, because we just added a bit to the eye, and just keep adding more out, just keep going out, out, out until you get to the desired darkness and the desired amount that you'd like. This one over here is a bit more than the other one. And this over here, the one I'm doing on my right, is a bit more, not as neat. So if you don't mind that, a bit more of a rock look, I guess. And I'm just going to make sure the other one fits in. It's about, make sure they're about the same width, that always helps. Just going to get that bit there off and just sort of blend it in a bit more. Keep in mind you can always get rid of stuff if you don't like it, or take it off, or dab it off, or blend it in, or whatever. Or we could put colour. Like if I didn't like this, I would put, you know, some purple on it or something like that, which is fine. But then I like colour. If you don't like colour, which a lot of my friends don't, you could just do something simple like this. Now, then we're going to put mascara on. And someone told me ages ago that you're actually not meant to use the brushes that come in the mascara. Rather, you should get one of these and dip that in each time and just use that. But who does what you're meant to? So I'm just going to brush across, and then I brush up with the mascara with my eyes sort of closed a bit and up. And then the similar sort of thing for the bottom, just brush across, and then I go down, and then I go up. So yeah, I go across on this side. And the whole idea is you want the mascara to go from the root of the eyelash to the tip. And then we're going to go across on the bottom. Down. And if you have any black bits under here, just brush them off really gently so they don't smudge. And then I'm going to finish off with a bit of Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics lip tar, and this is the vintage colour. So I'm just going to get a little lip brush and put some on the end here. Get a and like I do with everything, I like to smudge with my fingers. Put some on top to make it dark. And keep going as dark as you want. Now this lip tar is pretty intense, and it'll stay on your lips for quite a while, so be careful with that. This is how the end product will look. I hope you really like the dark, sexy eye makeup today, and I hope you see vivalavegan.net for more makeup tips, makeup tutorials, and a heap more of great vegan information. Have a great day.